So happy to be chatting with my next guest. He's going to be back in action, Bellator 280 this Friday. It's Gavin Hughes joining me here on the program. Gavin, how are you, man?
I'm all good, thank you.
I bet you got some, looks like coffee or tea there, right? Where am I getting you right now?
Coffee, gotta be.
Yeah, for sure. Got to stay energized. Hey, man, you got to be pretty excited here. First fight, if I'm not mistaken, since 2020. How excited are you to get back in the cage after the time off?
Oh, definitely, especially as well because I've made a lot of changes as well in that time. So it's been good to have that little layoff. Been working on a few things. I've been injured as well, so a few little setbacks, but I'm ready to put on a performance on Friday. I just can't wait to get back out there as well, especially on this, especially in Paris as well. Looks at the setup looks amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be an unbelievable card. We'll talk about that in a sec, but it looked like you got a full camp for this one. When did you find out about the fight?
We'll be pretty lucky like that, obviously, with I think it was around end of January, so the last
Oh,
week in
cool.
January we found out. So it's been a long camp, but perfect. As I say, I had an operation last year. I had a full ruptured bicep, so to have that like long camp and a bit of a bit more time to focus and like plan stuff for them, it's been absolutely perfect.
You talked about some changes you've made leading into this fight. What were some of those changes? What can we expect on Friday that, there's new and improved Gavin Hughes?
Well, as you can see, I've brought in Paul Reed. He's my conditioning coach, and I feel like that was a big side that I wasn't focused on through my whole career, to be honest. And he's just changed everything. My performance has gone through the roof. Obviously, I fight at my own gym now. It's a lot closer to home. Everyone knows traveling can be draining on the body, but so I've got my striking coach Tony O'Mara has been massive help. Like my striking's come on so much. And Fabio as well, my grappling coach. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. And I've just fell back in love with the sport. I've always been in love with it, but like in a big way, I fell back in love with it. So I think it's time to get back out there and show everyone what I've been doing.
Good, man. Yeah, we're excited. Just how much confidence does that give you, not only taking care of this injury, but the changes you've made? Like, you got to be riding sky high confidence-wise going into a fight like this with all the changes you made.
Definitely, because we've always said like the last fight, obviously it wasn't my night, but I've took that on the chin and that was my fault. I had a few changes I needed to make. I've made them changes, and they say you're on your own in that cage. You gotta be selfish and you gotta make them changes, and we'll see on that night. And I think it's a perfect opponent for me as well. So
Yeah.
to get back to winning ways and show everyone what I've been doing.
Let's talk about that opponent. I hope I'm saying this right. Yves Landu. I think that's how you say it. 16-9 record. We know who we're talking about here. Style-wise, how are you looking at this matchup?
Very explosive. Anyone's going to be dangerous at this level. But to me, he just makes too many mistakes. He fades pretty quick as well. I'm expecting I'm expecting an explosive fighter. You see, everyone says, he called that brazy with a knee. But I just believe I'm too much all round for him. As we've said, the changes I've made, especially with Paul Reed, and I'm an explosive fighter as well. People talk about him being explosive. I'm explosive. My gas tank does not go. His does. But all respect to him. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a dangerous fighter. But yeah, I think I'll be too much for him.
And what's it like getting to go into enemy territory and take this fight? That's got to be exciting too, to spoil the party, right?
Oh, definitely. I love it. You know what? I'm pretty used to it now. They just seem to send me out, even when I was at EFG.
Yeah.
And I just remember getting booed in Johannesburg and that, and it's quite a normal thing now. But it's beats no fans anyway. I think coming out to a stadium with no fans, I'll take boos all day.
Yeah.
Definitely, like.
Yeah, got to have something in there. I know a lot of fighters have said that I've spoken to, that, having the crowd back is definitely a big factor. You talked about camp a bit there. Who've been some of your main training partners helping you get ready for this fight?
Well, do you know what? I've been very lucky this camp. I've had obviously it's my own gym, and the contacts I've had over the years have all come in and helped me. So I've got a lot of lads in and out that like coming in the gym, like I've got people like Danny Roberts. He's been on camp as well in the UFC. I've got a lot of high level lads, like a lot of black belts who come in, like Jack Grant and there's loads of people who keep on dropping in.
It's good.
I've just literally got that many people to come in that have been coming in training with me. I've been very lucky. Do you know what I mean? I think it's real. I've realised how many contacts I've got in the sport. Andrew Fisher as well. I've been getting some good training with him. He's fighting in a week. The list goes on. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I've got my own coaches as well. But I've been very lucky, and do you know what? I've enjoyed this camp more than any other camp as well, and I just can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, and it's cool by the sounds of it. You've customized this camp to what you need to do, right? Like a lot of times fighters will go to, those bigger gyms. You maybe get lost in the shuffle a bit, but you've really sort of honed in on what works for you, which is awesome. And some of those names, I mean, you had me at Danny Roberts. I mean, we're talking about a UFC mainstay in the welterweight division. So that's great, man. That's awesome to hear. It seems like the weight cut's going well too, heading into the fight. You're in a good mood. I know cutting weight is always a pain in the butt, but seems like everything's A-okay.
Yeah, everyone's spot on. I'm coming in a little bit bigger this time as well. Obviously, with Del Paul Reed, he's the thing. This is why I fell back in love with it. Well, not fell back in love with it, but I love it so much more. Like I'm still learning. I've took like Paul Reed's put me like so much knowledge in like even the weight cutting side that I've been doing wrong. I've always made weight. I've never ever missed weight, but it's like little small things that he's told me. I think for the last 10 years I've been doing it wrong. So it's exciting, and it's why it's just me knowledge on it's just gone even more deeper into it. So I'm just flying. I'm just absolutely loving everything at the minute.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
So we've got Tony O'Mara. He's my striking coach. We've got my best friend as well, Gavin Melia. So he's been there for me through everything. Like so. We've got it's nice for him to finally be with me and go out and enjoy the moment with me. And we've got my Brazilian black belt who we brought over. He's my main grappling coach as well. And we've got him in the corner. So it's a proper titanium. It's what our gym's called. So it's our first big main stage all together. So I'm so excited. So.
How's this fight playing out on Friday? How do you see the fight going down?
I see it going out the first round. I'm not going to do nothing silly. Obviously, I know he's explosive and stuff, but capitalize on his mistakes and see it finish. I feel like I'm going to knock him down. I feel like I'm going to take his back. I'm going to choke him out.
Love it. No hesitation there. That's great. And remind me again, what's your contract status with Bellator right now? Do you have a couple fights, or is this what's the latest with that? Are you going to continue fighting for them after this?
So we've got a 4-fight contract. I've had one fight in the contract. My first fight wasn't in the contract. I signed the contract after my first win. So I've had one fight in that contract. This is my second. I'm pretty happy with them. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I can't fault them. They've been really good as well, considering as well that I got injured 2 weeks before the Charlie Larry fight, which was just totally out of my hands. Like, my bicep come right off and come right up my arm. I still would have fought if I could hide it. It was just I couldn't hide it.
Okay, no, that's great. And the traveling, I mean, look, Bellator's going to Paris before the UFC is. They're going to Hawaii. Like, that's got to be a factor as well, just getting to, compete in different areas of the world, right?
Yeah, definitely as well. And even like obviously the Wembley as well. So even when we are at home, the arenas are massive. They're places you want to be fighting. I can't wait to fight at this arena. It looks amazing. Yeah, it looks really good. But I definitely want to get to America as well, though. It's one thing I need to be doing. I want to get to win this fight, and obviously they'll send me out to America.
Love it. We talked all about fighting. What are some of your hobbies outside the cage? What do you like doing? Are you a sports fan? You watch other sports? Yeah. I don't know. You watching any TV, any Netflix, video game guy? What type of stuff are you doing on your downtime? I know you don't get much of it.
It's just football, really. That's the only thing, watching Liverpool. But apart from that, if I watch telly, I fall asleep.
Yeah, for sure. I know it's a long day, right? You can barely keep your eyes open. It's usually probably a little bit of time before bed, right? So especially during fight week, I know you get a little bit of time, but still you're trying to get enough sleep, right?
Catching up on some sleep because I've got 2 little princesses back home.
I bet. I got 2 kids as well. I know how that goes. My youngest is 7 months and he's not sleeping at all. So it's I can only imagine as a fighter having to deal with that too, right?
Definitely. Best thing in the world, though, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's a great trade-off. That's awesome. Gavin, thanks so much for doing this, man. We're excited for the fight, Bellator 280 this Friday. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
I just want to thank all my sponsors, like for the constant help throughout the camp, but not just throughout the camp, through the years of supporting me. So we've got Benno Box, we've got P&I supplements, we've got endless ones. I'll literally put them up all on the fight nights, but I just cannot thank you enough. Big shout out to the team as well, Titanium. I know you're all watching back home as well. Can't wait to put that performance on. Definitely to me, miss as well, for the support. Mad, crazy, I love her. Let's go and get that win.